If you haven't subscribed already, ring that bell to get notified when new movies are posted. Hey, Chris Young here from HomeKit Geek, and today we're looking at one of my favorite ecosystems or sub-ecosystems that supports Apple HomeKit, which is the Xiaoyan contact sensor. I'll put a link up above for other reviews of the Xiaoyan ecosystem so you guys can check those out. Right, so the Xiaoyan contact sensor is a Zigbee sensor, which means it's going to require a hub, like the Xiaoyan hub, ideally. It is a door, window, magnetic contact sensor, so it basically lets you know when things open or close. There's also a temperature sensor in this. It requires a CR1632 watch battery, 3 volt, and which is really easy to find, and these are not that expensive. They are not available on Amazon yet, but we should be seeing them coming soon in the next couple of months. I want to say thank you to Xiaoyan for sending me this particular kit. I'm really having a blast with it, and it works really well. Let's take a look. So I have since seen that some of these kits that you order from Xiaoyan directly will come in a really nice, more of a gift box format, which is kind of cool. But the ones I got are these smaller, tiny little boxes. Again, CR1632 small watch type battery in there. Really easy to find, a lot easier to find than some of the other batteries required for some of the other HomeKit Bluetooth sensors, right? This is a Zigbee sensor, which also means it's going to be really, really fast. Now, the instructions I got, as you can see, are not in English or French or Portuguese or Spanish or any other language that I could possibly read. Yeah. So on the nice side, this is really, really, really simple to set up. The app made it really simple as well. And of course, it's HomeKit, right? So it's pretty easy to begin with. As you can see in the box here, this is a 2-piece unit. Of course, because it's a magnetic sensor, you have the main kind of intelligent part of the sensor here, where you've got a strip to make sure that the battery is going to be able to be taken off. You've got a 3M, like a double-sided tape. I will let you guys know, I'm not a fan of the double-sided tape that they put on these things. They rarely seem to stick for me, so I would highly recommend just picking up a roll of 3M double-sided tape from your local hardware store. It works great. Pair of scissors. You should have no problems with this. The other piece here, of course, is the magnet piece, so that's going to go on the other side of the door frame or window frame, and as these things are in contact with each other, they will register as closed. As they move away from each other, they will register as opened. So it wasn't really super obvious to me on this contact sensor exactly how they line up. That is absolutely okay with me because, quite frankly, there's not that many ways they can connect, right? It's one side or the other. So we're going to get that set up in the app and figure out how these go and then mount them on a window and see how they perform. So just like our other Zigbee hubs, like the IKEA Trode-Free, Philips Hue, so on and so on, you're not going to be able to add this sensor directly to HomeKit. You're going to have to go through and add it to the hub first, and then it will be exposed through the bridge to HomeKit, which is totally fine, right? So we're going to add an endpoint accessory, make sure the accessory is powered on and nearby, long press the button on it. That's what I'm doing right now, and look at that. Door sensor DC01-8 has been added. So I don't actually have to worry about that temperature sensor piece in that it's an integrated unit. They will both be exposed into HomeKit properly. So I also don't really have to worry about the firmware version on that because that will be handled by the hub as I upgrade the hub. If there is a firmware version, the firmware version on the device will be updated as well to match. So you can see here the contact sensor state is floating between yes and no. So really easy, simple, works. Discovery works just fine. So we're going to flip over to the Apple Home app real quick, and you can see that I've got these all currently in the garage. This can be a little confusing the way that these gets exposed in that the tiles, I've got 3 accessories. Obviously, I've got more than 3 accessories here, right? So the tiles that show up independently can make things a little confusing. So one trick around this is to just take whichever one you want and put it in a separate room, put it in a default room. I don't even care how you do that. Anything that is physically the same object will go with it. So that's one quick way to be able to identify how things go. So you can see here, real simple, opens and closes. The speed of this is phenomenal. It is so much better than any of the Bluetooth devices that were previously available. Definitely on par with the Aqara door and contact sensor that I previously reviewed as well, right? Pretty simple. It works. It's going to be really useful. Really fast automations. Xiaoyan, I think this is a brand that's going to be to watch in 2019. It's a solid product. It's been working for me great. I haven't had any disconnects with the hub over the last couple months that I've been running this. Really simple to use, simple to get set up. The app it's workable, right? It's like most of the HomeKit apps. It's not something that I'm going to be in every single day. I prefer to use some of the other apps to set up automations. I prefer the Apple Home app if I'm just turning things on or off, right? That's one of the real advantages about Apple HomeKit. Again, that's why we love it, is that it doesn't matter what app we're in, right? So the Xiaoyan app, pretty good, getting better. The products, super solid. So what do I think? I think I've pretty much said it all. It's a super solid product. It's fast. It works, integrates perfectly with Apple HomeKit, lets me kick off any automations I want using any other HomeKit supported gear. It's exactly what we would expect. It's a real quality experience. The app getting better. The biggest issue currently around Xiaoyan is really just getting them. You're going to have to order them from like AliExpress or overseas outlet, but that's going to be changing soon. We have got confirmation from Xiaoyan directly that they are going to be launching on Amazon in the new year, so look for that. I will be definitely posting Amazon affiliate links as soon as those are available. And with that, what do you guys think? Is Xiaoyan something you would consider putting in your house? Let me know. Likes, shares, always appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to learn how to make your house just a little bit smarter using Apple HomeKit, do me a favor, look into video details. There will be coupon codes to my Udemy class. Thanks, guys.